Coach for Finance here at PETA Training. So I think COVID, in 2020 taught us the importance of our finance teams. So investing in it is crucial, especially with the way the current economic climate is. They need to grow their teams, they need to make sure they're doing everything correctly. Look at any financial support that they might need. The team need to be really strong and empowered to do that. Yeah, they definitely change the dynamic within a company or a bureau. It depends on the size. They bring their own skills, so sometimes we all know that the younger generation are so much better at social media than, say, myself. They can adapt that to the workplace, and it might be something that the company hasn't used before. And often I find they're so IT savvy that they're in a smaller company, they quite often become the go-to person for any queries or looking at improvements and such like. I've had a number of finance apprentices, none are ever the same, so different levels of support they need, different aspirations, different motivators. For some it's about getting the pay rise, some it's about getting the qualification, but it's also about maybe people that are being upskilled within their organisation. What I love probably most about it is the confidence, seeing that grow over time. So they pass the qualification, you can see them start believing that they can do this, and also within the workplace as well. So they embed themselves in their role, and then once they're perfecting that, you can see them grow, and they're pleased when they get given an additional task to do more responsibility. Every apprentice is different, and we have to adapt to whoever becomes our cohort, really. There's a greater push at the moment for compliance. So if you think about making tax digital, that's one of the things that's been quite important recently. We've got a stronger basis around ethics, so anti-money laundering has been very strong and will continue to be. And then sustainability, if you think of the zero emissions by 2050, this is all going to come out of accountancy and affect how we're working. The FCR, they've put a strategic report out, so financial reporting. We have to report on non-financial matters as well as just financial reports. We're going to have to build in environmental elements to our reporting that we're doing, not just the figures. What's happening, how is our carbon accounting within our company. So if our clients are thinking about biodiversity loss or droughts or something, then we need to work out a way how to capture that data and report it back and give implications and recommendations around that, really be able to provide where we sit within our environmentals, really, within our company. This isn't the death knell of accountancy, as people were discussing, saying we're not going to be replaced by robots. So what they're finding, you have software that's in at the moment that does a lot of this, machine learning, AI, it's doing it already. So where obviously most companies had a hierarchy that came down to it, we're finding that the lower levels are shrinking. So that's because of automation. So it could be putting on invoices onto the system, it could be checking the invoices against purchase orders, doing a bank reconciliation. So whereas before you'd go in and check them one by one, you can get systems that will go in and they'll say, I think this belongs to this person. So it's doing it for you, and then you just confirm it. So it's shrinking maybe the lower level roles, but not to an extent where they won't exist. It's just giving people an opportunity to move up. And it's giving people the chance to progress to the other ones. So the middle area is growing because there's more about analysing, finding data, implications of those data, and recommendations on how the company can progress and improve. Accounting uses a lot of English because they have to understand the computer-based assessments. They need to be able to answer those, they need to put together emails to answer, and the same within the workplace. They're going to be communicating with people, written and spoken, so they need a good level of English there. Accountancy is not maths. It isn't like when you're learning at school what you have to go through to learn maths, so please don't let that put anybody off. But we do use numbers and we do need to be able to calculate them, so that is a requirement. Other than that, anyone can join, really. even straight from school. You don't have to go to college first, you can come straight onto an apprenticeship straight away after leaving school. Obviously AAT in 2022 updated their qualifications and apprenticeships to meet the current standards and the trends within the industry. So we are currently offering the Level 2 Accounts and Finance Assistant Apprenticeship, and then later in the year we'll be looking at the Level 3 Assistant Accountant Apprenticeship, and then hopefully in next year the Level 4 Professional. So a whole raft of them, and people can just move from one end to the other, progress through one, once we've finished, move straight on to the next one.